What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to episode number 49 of my Path to Power. We're getting things started here today, selling on some more of the players that we've had, just kind of hanging out in our club from opening bronze packs. Still have a Pro League player in four that we got to go, a couple Rodrigos to sell on, but we head back into the tournament. I just realized, hey, Japes, you still have that K-League team that you built for the Bronze Cup, and I was thinking, absolutely, I'll just take them into the Reserves Cup, and all will be well. Got to do a little bit of shuffling around, and I realized I could put two gold players on the bench, so I decided to put Podolski and Van Persie on the bench just in case, as a bit of a backup plan in case things started to go sour and I couldn't seem to score any goals with my bronze Koreans. So on we head into the first match, which took a little while to load up because I don't think tons of people are interested in playing in this tournament. They've just probably built, the majority of Ultimate Team players have just started now getting that gold team that they really wanted. So a tournament like this off the get-go is a little bit late in the day. I would have much preferred to see EA release this about a week ago, maybe even with the game coming out as something a little bit different, as people were building on their bronze and silver squads. But we get things started here with Lee Jung-ho, and this Korean team is pretty darn good for the most part. It's one of those teams that everything kind of works well together when you're coming up against other bronze teams. If he didn't have any outstanding strikers, so that really wasn't a worry. He had a bronze defense, which is kind of what I figured most people would do in this tournament. Yeah, and that's not necessarily what the smart play is here, but he gives up possession pretty easily. He clearly wasn't used to playing against five midfielders. I kind of trapped him for the majority of the game, and you could tell his passes were panicky out of the back. It did the thing where, hey man, you get that early 1-goal lead, and your opponents tend to start freaking out a little bit, saying, how on earth am I going to get this goal back? But lovely little work, and managed to somehow retain possession through all of this mess in the box and not put it back in, and that's a lovely top net header. Who knew that you can manage to get the best net off of a header there in the 17th minute, and that gives us the 2-0 lead, and at this point I'm feeling pretty darn good, feeling pretty darn dominant about the match, and we get possession back here in a good spot here in the 39th minute. We're moving forward nice and swiftly, a little over the top through ball. Ryu Chang-hyun, he's back, he's scored goals for us before, and he's picking up where he left off, slotting that one in nicely in the 40th minute, giving us the 3-0 lead going into halftime. And with this tournament, guys, it's best to build, if you're going to play this tournament, it's best to build a well-rounded team. You guys saw the name of the episode is Karma. And I thought about building a new team for this episode. I thought, hey, maybe the Greek league would be a really good league for this episode. And I looked at some of these other leagues. I said, hey, man, the Belgian league, I bet they have some good bronze players. Maybe I should go back to that. And then I took a look at the Austrian Bundesliga, and I said, man, these guys, they have some pacey players all around. This might be something that I could be interested in, that I could buy into. This is a team that I should build, and you're going to see in the second match that I play why it's so important to have a well-rounded team. Somehow this is a penalty. I don't really know. I thought this guy did a pretty darn good job of bodying here, but we leave it on Kim Young-wook. And this is just a wonderful slotted penalty right into the side netting, just inside the bar. That's what your coach teaches you how to do it, or your manager says to do it. Blast it into the side netting, and you will score 9 times out of 10, unless that naughty keeper is cheating his way on over. 5-0 is the way that this match goes down, the way that this match ends. So we're going to take a first-round victory. And at this point, I was feeling real confident, thinking, hey, tournament's going to be a walk in the park. People don't really know what they're doing in here. The majority of players are still sticking with season, sticking with the Gold Cup, whatever you want to call it. 5-0 as a final scoreline. We are on our way. And then I decided to head into another match, thinking, I'm real confident. Didn't check my team's fitness. It was a little bit low 90s, something that I still probably would have played it. So there's nothing to blame right there. We come up against this guy, and this is an Austrian Bundesliga side, and they are extremely pacey. It's well-rounded. He's got one of the most dominant center backs, or one of the more dominant gold center backs, and he gets a goal here in the 3rd minute, and this was just, of all the good things that have maybe happened to me, I couldn't believe that I stole it once and went right back to his player, and then my player did that giant lunge step and didn't just clear it out. And 45th minute, his gold center back is always going to take advantage of my little Korean bronze center back right there. Isaac Vorse is 6'4". He used to play for Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga. He's now moved to Red Bull Salzburg in the Austrian league, and you can have him for 650 or 700 coins. The Ghana man, that goal right there, try to pass it out of the back. It bounces off of one of my player's heels, and finds his way to one of his players who just slots it in nicely. My keeper could do nothing about that. And of course, 90th minute header goal, you better believe it. His team was bigger, it was stronger, it was faster, and I really was down and out to begin with in this team. It just wasn't a matchup that was going to be strong. I would have had to play the game of my life and get a little bit of luck. Anyways, guys, I'll see what I can do about a live stream today, or possibly getting another episode out. If you would like to see that, leave a like or thumbs up. It does help me out. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.